हेलो डियर वंस, अगेन वेलकम टू माय चैनल। आज का जो टॉपिक है बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक है। बहुत बच्चों की डिमांड थी कि आप हाइब्रिडाइजेशन के बारे में कुछ बताएं। सो टुडे आई एम टेकिंग द न्यू चैप्टर हाइब्रिडाइजेशन. This is very important and very conceptual. So listen every point. So let us start. Hybridization. Hybridization is a process in which mixing of unequal energy orbitals and formation of same number of orbitals of equal energy levels. It means if we see the example of carbon and methane, carbon has 6 atomic number. So 1s, 2s and 2p are the orbitals. 1s is completely filled, 2s is completely filled, 2p, 6 means px, py, pz. There are 3 components in p. So in px 1 electron, py 1 electron and pz is empty. So these are in the ground state. This means these orbitals are in actual form. In the hybridization process, first these electron of nearest energy 2s will go to pz, that is called excited state. The 2s 1 electron from the ground state go to the excited state. So the new position become this. In this, one 2s electron move to pz and this state is called excited state. Before hybridization, the ground state is converted into hybridization. One thing you must know, here you see the orbitals are in some higher level. This level somewhat higher and this is somewhat higher. It means the energy level is increasing. So this is lowest energy. 1s has lowest energy, after that 2s, after that 2p. So 2p में px has lowest, py in between and pz the highest. So one electron move from ps to pz, then called excited state. Excited state means electron moved from the ground state to the excited state of the nearest orbit. Nearest orbit means which have the minimum energy difference. So py and pz are very near, so energy difference is very low. So before hybridization, this electron, ground electron, moved to excited state. Now the hybridization process take up. So why hybridization is needed? Hybridization is needed because in methane, if we see in methane, it is defined as CHHH4 covalent bond in methane. It is found that all CH bond has same energy and same bond length. Same energy and same bond length. It means if the hydrogen react at the ground state, the energy level of 2s and px, pyz all are different. So if here hydrogen make bond, the CH bond, all 4 will have different energy. So it is concluded that before bond formation, there is another process in which these unequal energy level orbitals, these mixed and form same energy of orbitals and same number. So 1, 2, 3, 4 go under hybridization. So 4 new orbitals formed and energy are same because same are in same line. Therefore energy of this plus this plus this plus this divided by 4 is the energy of these all orbitals, and this stage is called hybridization. And these orbitals are called hybrid orbitals. hybrid orbital. These are hybrid orbitals. So hybridization process is the mixing of unequal energy orbitals and formation of same number of orbitals of equal energy. Now in CH4, hydrogen has one electron, so this electron makes bond with this and this, all five. These hybrid orbitals now called sp3 hybrid orbital. It means 1s and 3p are go under hybridization. Therefore nomenclature is sp3 hybridization. So in organic compound, that is carbon containing compound, carbon has the three type hybridization. Number one is sp3. sp3 means where 1s and 3p orbitals go under hybridization. So you have seen in all alkanes like methane, ethane, etc. So sp3 hybridization. So this is the one type of hybridization where all alkanes form sp3, 1s and 3p go under hybridization and form 4 orbitals of same energy called hybrid orbital, and after that hydrogen is connected. Therefore all the CH bond are of equal energy. The second type of hybridization is sp2 hybridization. sp2 hybridization. It is clear from the name sp2 hybridization. Under which 1s and 2p orbitals go under hybridization. So in alkene like C2H4, here carbon 6. Why? This is the 1s, 2 electron, 2s, we write here 2s, then px, py, pz, this is the part of 2p, here 1 electron and 1 unpaired electron. So this is called ground state. Carbon is always in ground state before forming the bond. When the carbon forms the bond with the hydrogen in alkenes, this go under hybridization. Now what type hybridization? It means 1s and 2p go under hybridization. 1s and 2p go under hybridization. It means this s and 2p. This is for the hybridization. So let us see. This is the excited state. Before hybridization, the electron move to hybridization state. Excited state. Now sp2 hybridization. In case of sp2, it means px, py and 2s. These go under hybridization and form hybrid orbital. Hybrid orbital, these are three the hybrid orbital. This is 1s is 2p, therefore sp2, 3 goes under hybridization. So these are the single electron and 1 pz. Pz is an hybrid. So pz energy is somewhat higher. This is single, this is called pz. So now the carbon makes bond hydrogen, this bond is from hydrogen, this is from hydrogen, this is from carbon or hydrogen, carbon, and this bond for pi bond, this is sigma bond. So here one thing must be noted, in sp2 hybridization, unhybrid orbital form pi bond, and hybrid orbital like sp2 3 and sp2 will form sigma bond. So in alkene, where there is any double bond, C H H H ethane, this is pi bond, one double bond, one sigma bond, pi bond due to unhybrid pz orbit, this is pz orbit, this is sp2 and S, hydrogen S, this is sp2s bond, this is sp2 hybrid and S bond, sp2 hybrid and S and sp2, S and sp2 hybrid. This is the hybridization, sp2 hybridization, in which 1s2p goes under hybridization and form 3sp2 hybridization. Similarly, one type is more, that is sp1 hybridization. In sp1 hybridization, in 1s and px, 2 go under hybridization and 2 unhybrid. So 2 unhybrid for sigma bond. It means in alkyne, if we see in the case of alkyne means having triple bond. This is acidly. This is P Y, PZ and sp2 hybrid. Here in sp1 hybridization, first stage is same. In second, the hybridization take place between px and S. Py and pz unhybrid. These are unhybrid orbital. So yeah, here this is form 2. Form 2, that is called sp2 hybridization. 1s and 2p, so 2 form, and px, py, this is unhybrid. Unhybrid form pi bond. This form pi bond. So in alkene, this is sp2 hybrid, sp hybrid, this is sp, this is S. So this is the bond. So hybridization is of 3 types, sp1, sp2, sp3. The difference, I think you understood. It is very clear and very simple. So practice it, and if you have any question, you ask me. Actually, hybridization is very common process in organic compound. Before bond formation, the electron moves from ground state to excited state. After that, hybridization takes place. It depends upon the type of bond formed. If triple bond is formed, it means 2 unhybrid orbitals form sigma bond, and 2 hybrid form 2 sigma bond, and 2 unhybrid form 2 pi bond. So I think this is enough for today. You go through the books, and if you have any question, you ask me. One thing you must be know, S character is directly proportional to the positive charge or acidic charge or acidic nature. As S character will increase, acidic nature will be increased. So this is enough for today. Please subscribe my channel and forward to your friends and colleagues so that they also may be benefited. Hoping you are doing well. You have seen my previous lectures which are very useful for the numericals point of view. So I will try to explain the things in a very easier way so that you can grasp it easily and practice. So it is enough for today. See you in the next lecture. Till then, bye bye. Thank you. So we have changed minutely. Here we have taken H2SO4 49 gram and 500 ml. You have to find out the normality and molarity of the solution. This, suppose this is a container. This is 500 ml volume is 500 ml and 49 gram of H2SO4 is dissolved. This is the question. Find the normality of the solution and molarity of the solution. So for the normality and molarity, first we calculate the molarity. Molarity. For molarity, molecular weight of solvent. What is the solvent? H2SO4. So the molecular weight 1:2 plus 32 plus 16 into 4, that is 98. 98. And weight is weight of solute in grams 49 gram. So for the molarity we have first find out the number of gram moles. So number of gram moles of H2SO4 equal to weight of H2SO4 in gram. In gram. Here one thing must know, if you are calculating gram mole, then weight, take weight in grams divided by molecular weight of H2SO4. So weight in grams is 49 divided by 98. So it is 1/2. 1/2 gram moles. 1/2 gram moles. And volume of the solution for molarity, you know, molarity, for molarity, number of gram equivalent, number of gram moles present in 1 liter solution is the molarity. So convert the volume of the solution in liter. So volume of the solution equal to 500 ml divided by 1000, convert into liters. So itne liter, that is 0.5 liter. So 0.5 liter is the volume of the solution and gram moles this, therefore molarity equal to gram moles of solute divided by volume of the solution in liter. Volume of the solution in liter. Here both things are known. Molarity, gram moles 1/2, volume of the solution 0.5, that is it will be 1. So molarity is 1. So molarity is 1, or we can say 1 m solution. So molarity is 1. This is m equal to 1. Now calculate the normality. For normality, here you see, for normality you know, gram equivalent divided by volume of solution in liter. Volume of solution in liter. Just like molarity, here gram moles, here gram equivalent. So for gram equivalent, we must calculate the equivalent weight of solute. So for H2SO4, number of replaceable hydrogen atom is 2. So at value of X2, so equivalent weight of H2SO4 will be molecular weight by 2, and molecular weight is 98. So 98 by 2, that is 49. 49. equivalent weight of H2SO4 49. Therefore, gram equivalent of H2SO4 will be weight in grams divided by equivalent weight. This is the definition of gram equivalent. If you had to calculate the gram equivalent, take the weight of H2SO4 in gram divided by equivalent weight. So weight is 49 grams and equivalent is also 49 grams. That is 1. So 1 gram equivalent. Now put the value of this, and volume of the solution here is 0.5 liter. So normality will be gram equivalent divided by volume of the solution in liter. Volume of solution in liter. So gram equivalent 1, volume of the solution is 0.5, that is 2. So the normality is 2, or you can say 2n solution. So molarity is 1, normality is 2. This is the answer. This is very simple. If you understood the difference between gram moles and gram equivalent, you easily find out the molarity and normality. And gram equivalent is totally depend upon the equivalent weight of the solute. So you carefully read and practice to calculate the equivalent weight of different compounds, acid, base, salt or redox compound. So equivalent weight is more and more important. So you once study. If you have any problem, you can check me. For this type of video, you subscribe my channel so that my new video reach you first, and also share to your friends which are your classmates or aspirants of NEET or JEE. Thank you so much.